It will not be enough to be fast on your feet. As the infection spreads and the chaos grows, you'll need to up your game. To avoid becoming a human Happy Meal, you need home decor items that can double as weapons. You don't want to be one of those main course meals that was eaten because you thought your first blow finished the zombie. Zombies are tougher than most people realize. Hence, the double tap rule. Once you know they're dead, hit them one more time, as Brittany would say. This brings us to rule number 2, the double tap. Vintage wooden bats and pins can make great home decor items, and we'll show you a few pictures of those in a few minutes. They can also make great sport implements to keep you in shape, going back to rule number 1, cardio. And they make a very practical double tap item in your battle against the coming zombie apocalypse. The first item we're going to look at is an early 1908 bowling pin made of wood, very solid. That weighs about 3 pounds. It's a great double tap item. You can wind up with it, and she gets a lot of momentum where there is a 3-pound weight there. So, also makes a great home decor item, as you can set it down, lay it against things, work it into the background. Very functional. Okay, we're on rule number 2, the double tap. Our second set of items are a vintage industrial wrench. It's got some weight to her. And your traditional vintage set of clippers, right out of Zombieland. First, we're going to look at the wrench. We have a lot of these come in for our home decor packages. We have a lot of our home design specialists make them into the bases of redesigned industrial lamps with the old vintage lighting and so forth. And they're also still very functional. You get different brands, be it Stanley or whatnot, that have some higher level value. This is a traditional one that was actually used by a plumber in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia for probably 40 years before he retired. A lot of weight to it, very good double tap item if you ever find yourself in zombie apocalypse. Our other item is our set of clippers, and once again, just like Tallahassee or Wichita would have done, they're very effective against a coming zombie horde, and they have the added benefit of being functional. The next set of items we're going to look at to help us out with rule number 2, the double tap, are blades. The first one is quite exciting. It's a 1831 French artillery blade. It was often called a cabbage chopper due to the fact that it was often used by the artillery officers to clear the fields for the larger artillery. Quite sturdy. It's got some slight pitting. We use these in the home decor field for a couple of things. We'll actually have collectors. This is quite collectible. Frame them and put them as part of decor in restaurants or in a man cave in the basement. We've also had some creative industrial light designs where we'll have 2 of them crossed in front of an industrial light display. That's quite nice as well. They were based on the a Rome design for the French artillery officers. Quite a nice piece we have here. Also, going back to our rule number 2, the double tap, quite an effective defensive and offensive weapon against a coming zombie apocalypse. The next item we're going to look at is a bayonet. This is a World War I bayonet used by the Canadian military. This is quite a cool one in the fact that it's got a matching serial number both on the scabbard and the bayonet itself. That's quite rare to find. It's a nice condition, quite sharp. I don't want to take it fully out here inside. Once again, we do put these as part of decor packages for a lot of our restaurant or bar decor packages. We'll hang these on the walls. They also have been incorporated into a lot of our industrial light design packages. Once again, going back to rule number 2, the double tap, quite an effective offensive and defensive weapon. And where it is a bayonet, it can be attached to rifles or other long-reaching implements to fend off a coming zombie horde. Rule number 2, the double tap. Hi, this is Duncan Gillis from Duncan Gillis Coaching and Consulting and Maritime Vintage saying stay safe and watch out for those Cape Breton Mountain Chickens. I've included in the appendix my video assistant's take at her first blog entry, as she wants to get into the business and really wanted to have her clip attached to this video. Since it's a zombie video, I did include it at the end. She did not see all parts of the video, but she did like participating in some of them. So here's my assistant Bria for your appendix viewing. Cheers.
Hi, my name is Bria. I'm going to talk about this little thing. I have no idea what it is. It's awesome. And this is where my basement is. And I have no idea what this is. I think it's a baseball bat. That's made out of wood. This is the bottom. It's skinnier than this place over here.
I'm Duncan Gillis from Maritime Vintage, aka Zombieland, saying good night, stay safe, and watch out for those Cape Breton Mountain Chickens.